Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. In this video, we'll be talking about chasing tornadoes as storm chasers or storm trackers. Please remember to like and subscribe. Alright, let's get right into it. Fact 1. Driving risks. When you think about people chasing tornadoes and thunderstorms and significant weather pattern events, you may think that they're moving toward a dangerous area and therefore will get impacted by the weather event. For example, if they got too close to a tornado, they might be killed by the tornado, or maybe the lightning strikes them and so forth. But actually, the most common death of storm chasers is driving risks. Actually, when the storm chasers are frantically searching for storms and also chasing toward them, they get into accidents and sometimes fatal. The first documented death of chasing tornadoes and storms was exactly that. They got into an accident where they overran a stop sign and was killed at an intersection. Later on, there was one group of people who got killed by a tornado being too close to it. But the rest of all the death that arises from chasing storms are still all driving related. Either they get into an accident or they hydroplane and veer off the road and so forth. Alright, fact 2. Mostly men, 2% women. For some reason, chasing tornadoes and storms is not a popular activity among females. For women, they don't really enjoy this activity. I'm not sure why. I don't really know why men do it either, but it's a completely male-dominated activity. Majority of the people are between 18 to 60 and are all mostly entirely made of men. It seems that because the misconception of chasing tornadoes and chasing storms being a dangerous activity, women may not be into it. However, this activity, as I mentioned in the previous section, isn't that dangerous. It's only dangerous if you don't watch where you're driving or not careful when you drive. Otherwise, it's not unlikely that you get hit by a tornado and die, or you get struck by lightning, or any kind of other actual weather-related deaths. So perhaps the women could reevaluate why they're so afraid of this thing, or not interested. Alright, fact 3. Mostly thunderstorms, rarely to see tornadoes. Another really big misconception about storm chasers is that people think they see a tornado here and there all the time. Anytime they see a weather pattern forming from the forecast or the weather information systems, they go there and they somehow see a tornado right away. This is absolutely not the case. In fact, if you go to storm chasing websites, you'll see that they very actually rarely get to see a tornado. In fact, the majority of their storm chasing, they really only see huge clouds, thunderstorms, and so forth. They almost never see a tornado. In fact, there are people who have been chasing storms for over 30 years and have yet to see a tornado with their eyes. The media, especially movies, have you thinking otherwise. They make it seem like seeing a tornado is super easy if you're chasing storms, but that's really just not true. Not every thunderstorm results in a tornado, and as a result, most storm chasers go through their whole lives never actually seeing a tornado. In fact, they discourage it as a goal of storm chasing and mention that seeing a tornado is really just the icing on the cake and as a bonus rather than a goal. Alright, let's get into the next fact. Fact 4. Tourism. Another very interesting evolution of storm chasing is now you can book tours to chase storms in many different agencies. It has become some kind of a popular activity and a thrill-seeking activity, if you will, and you can join groups to chase after storms, for a fee of course. And this is incredibly interesting, but at the same time, I think people may be in for a huge disappointment, because as I mentioned in the previous section, you don't actually see a tornado that often. And so if these people who are in for a adrenaline rush and wants to get to see a tornado up close and personal, they might be hugely disappointed. Because the majority of the time when you're chasing storms, you simply do not see a tornado. All you see is the usual thunderstorm patterns that you can really see anywhere in the world, and it's also fairly common. I'm not sure how popular these storm chasing tours are, but you could check it out yourself by a quick search on the internet. I think though, I'm not sure if I would do it, because if I really want to just see a thunderstorm, I could probably just go anywhere for free rather than paying someone to guide me there. Alright, let's get into the next and final fact. Little science, mostly for fun. Another common misconception is that storm chasers are all research scientists or meteorologists very interested in the weather, and also looking to document things in a scientific way. But actually, that's just not true. Most storm chasers do this really just for fun. They just like the thrill of driving super fast going after a thunderstorm, or perhaps proving the weatherman wrong by going to the location of the weather event and seeing a calm blue sky. In any event, storm chasers generally do not carry any sort of scientific equipment except their camcorders or cameras. They're really in it just for fun and to document pretty pictures. They're not really in it to add research to our understanding our weather patterns and weather phenomena. They do not carry out any sort of scientific method and do not use any sort of scientific reasoning or research to accommodate or go with their storm chasing trips. All they do is get into their cars and get close to the action to take incredible photos for themselves and perhaps to sell to news agencies and so forth. There's definitely not using it to further weather research or understanding weather patterns on Earth. Alright, that's it for my video today. Thank you so much for watching. Please remember to like and subscribe. See you next time.